Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here is your recap, and then we will start the session immediately. So I will make at the height the top. I can't see what you can see. Cormac also received will be the top line. So go ahead and pause. And there you go. There's your recap.
The fog cleared, and yes, Aggie, yes, was packing up. That was where we ended. So we are picking up where we left off with you guys having a pretty loose plan to go on. The Witchlight,
Indeed.
it is coming up soon. Let me move the background music for those who want it. I just the wrong button. There we go. So, yes, we're coming up on the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch. You see people from the various parts of the carnival starting to stream their way towards the big top where this event is happening. All the different Witchlight hands, all the different performers, acrobats, the people running the different booths. Everyone, this is the grand finale of the event, celebrating the carnival and picking the monarch out of the masses. So, do you continue your conversations about the heist here? How are you going to approach it?
I think I had planned on just having Durlegrand keeping an eye on Stripes, and when it was obvious that Stripes was coming in for the pick, Durlegrand was going to do a sneaky bit of shifty,
Yes,
plain
being
shifty, bumpy, pokey.
being a displacer.
Just
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah, and
Having these nice
causing Mr. Witch or Mr. Light, whichever one it is that has the watch,
Mr. Witch.
to turn and look over his shoulder at just the right time.
Gotcha. Okay. Um, Aggie, you were running off on your own to pack up your stuff, correct?
Yeah, I was talking to Torben and getting my stuff, so I'm probably heading to find the others from the staff area.
Okay. On your way back to try and meet up, regroup, roll me a perception check, please.
Shit. Okay. Perception. 19.
19. You are keeping your wits about you, your awareness of your surroundings. Lots of thoughts going through your head as you race around the carnival grounds, gathering you've gathered your things. You're heading back. You're passing by some tents, and out of the corner of your eye, kind of on top of one of the tents. It's not a tall tent. It's like 6, 7 feet high. Uh, you catch a glimpse of somebody looking at you. Something
Okay.
small, small by comparison. Uh, it's a flash and they're gone. But for a second, you thought you saw this small, green-skinned, toad-like creature with spectacles peering at you from over the edge of the tent flap. And then you blink and you look to face that direction, and they're gone. But I will send you a picture that is more or less what you saw out of the corner right here. If I could find your name. in all these people. That's a group. So where did you go? There you are.
Oh. Oh no. Oh. Okay. Um,
Yeah.
I assume I haven't seen this before at the carnival?
Mm, roll a history check.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna probably be a no. Hold on. Wait. Aggie's kind of smart. Still no. 8.
An 8. Uh, with an 8, I will say that it doesn't immediately strike you as that familiar. But with an 8, I will say that you have vaguely heard of descriptions of someone like that shows up now and again wherever the carnival goes. But that's about all you can really remember.
Okay. I probably stare at the top of the tent for a second and just have a chill down my spine and just try to go find the others.
Yeah, yeah, nothing to worry about here. Not a problem. Don't forget about it. Okay, so yeah, you guys convene on the big top with your Durlagron does say, I do have to escort Mr. Witch in. That's usually the entrance of Mr. Witch to his seating box. I usually accompany him. That's usually our deal, which should put me in a good position for the plan.
Right.
And he stalks off towards the back of the big top tent. And then you just have, at this point, I think Candlefoot would be with you. Palasha's in her bowl that's being wheeled into the tent. I think that's, yeah. Dragon departs. So at the moment, yeah, you're just outside the tent, kind of getting hyped up, ready to go. So the question is, what do you do? Do you head in, find seats? Do you do something else? Do you? The Candlefoot points to like an area near the back of the big top that has like these sort of like VIP seats, but for lack of a better term, that are obviously like these are for the for Mr. Light, Mr. Witch if they're sitting, or they have assigned places to sit, uh, so they're easily able to get to the stage if need be. And he says, if you want, I could probably get you close over there.
Yeah, wherever
We're
he's
talking
going to
about
be, that's where we want to be.
Yes.
Yeah, we probably will. We should probably take a. It'll be less suspicious if we're just sitting there when he arrives. So let's go. Let's go. And he kind of motions you guys to follow him, and you go. He blows a kiss over to Palasha, who's practicing some bars in her
La la
her
la 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 la.
exactly in her portable glass bowl. Yeah, he Candlefoot takes you over to some seats that are near the area next to the VIP box. That is, I say VIP box. It's not that secure. It's just slightly more. There's more banners and decorations that kind of separate it off from the other bleachers that encircle the big top. And people are being motioned. There's clowns that are doing some ushering, and mimes that are doing other mimes that are doing ushering, and getting people to funnel in towards their seats.
Alright.
The mood is impeccable. There's much joy in the air. And then, unless you do anything specific, the fanfare of strikes up, lights coming from fireflies and other glowing orbs, magical in their nature, dazzle the crowd, and the music swells, and you have the curtains part behind the back of the tent, and Mr. Witch uh, is escorted on a wagon, kind of in like a lap around the big top, uh, and kind of people are cheering, and he's just sort of doing almost like a princess wave, where he's just sort of just kind of keeping an eye on his watch, and he puts it down in his pocket, and uh, seems just sort of stoic in nature. Thako the clown notably stays behind, guarding the staff area back door tent. But Durlagron's pulling the cart around until it gets to the VIP box, and Mr. Witch dismounts and takes his seat near you guys, no more than a stone's throw, less than 10 feet easily. And then Durlagron takes the wagon back, and then comes back and kind of sits somewhat set back from Mr. Witch, but still has a pretty good clear view. Let's see. And then like up in the top of the tent, you see lights kind of pan to that Harlequin thin Mr. Light, who's upside down, swinging from some trapeze hanging from the ceiling, and the lights as the music swells and just says, "Greetings, everybody! Welcome to our crowning of the Witchlight Monarch ceremony, where one participant in tonight's festivities will be crowned the Witchlight Monarch. For those of you who have contributed the most to the joy of the evening, you get this honor. And one moment, we'll just have some entertainment for you as one last farewell before we depart our ways." And you
Ebony
see,
would lean over to one of the carnival workers, whoever's closest, and just do a, what do they get if they're crowned again?
uh, one of the hands in your group here. So
Yeah, whoever's
you would
closest to me.
know, yeah. So you would know basically that the ceremony consists of Mr. Light holds up the Witchlight vein, and the Witchlight vein like scatters light across the crowd until the various beams converge on a single individual that the vein is able to somehow detect the individual who is worthy of being crowned for that evening. Of which that happens, there's a crown of golden butterflies is removed from a hat box and placed on the monarch's head, who's invited up on stage. One thing to note is that I think I forgot to mention is that Candlefoot reaches down and picks up this hat box, and he's seeming to be involved in helping out for this particular occasion. But he's standing off to the side. He has the hat box there, kind of sitting on a chair next to him. But yes, Mr. Witch is the one that removes the crown of gold butterflies when he steps up. It places it on the monarch's head. Mr. Light knights the monarch with his witchlight vein, and then there's this sort of celebration, glitter and happy clowns, and you get kind of escorted around the stage. The monarch gets escorted around the stage in a circuit, while Palasha typically sings a song, and pixies flutter around and sort of create like a train of sorts behind the monarch. And when the song ends, Mr. Light continues to lead a parade through the carnival with the other guests. Burley tends to be in charge of setting off fireworks during this time. And meanwhile, Durgron stays pretty close to Mr. Witch, with the wagon that pulls Mr. Witch. Or he escorts him back to his, I should say. He tends to escort. So that is generally how this process works. And that's what you could say to Ebony.
Okay.
Get
Say all that to
crown, a
Ebony.
fancy title, and a parade.
Yes, it's quite the parade. The crown, and then ultimately what happens is after all said and done, the crown disappears back into the hat box. Uh, and then yeah, that's it. the, the festivities conclude. Everyone goes back to their. Everyone leaves the carnival for the evening, and tomorrow you start it all over again. Assuming you're not packing up to leave for the next visit, the next place, which is actually you would expect should be probably the next day. This should be the last time this is carnivals in this place for the next 8 years. So that's generally what happens. And yeah, the celebration. There's fanfare. There's popping explosions of glitter and confetti. Acrobats are swinging from the various trapeze and fire breathers, fairy dragons fluttering through the air. It's an all out show. And once there's for a little while there's all these various performances happening kind of simultaneously throughout the big top. And eventually Mr. Light stands up onto the stage, and Mr. Witch sort of kind of gets up and sort of untucks the tails of his coat, makes his way up onto the stage next to Mr. Light with Candlefoot stands up and is walking up the stage, and he kind of he tries to catch your eyes, and noting that it looks kind of under the stage, underneath the stage you can tell that there's nothing really. Uh, it's a stage that's maybe about 5 feet tall, so one could easily crawl underneath it and be underneath it if it was. But Kenneth was just pointing it out to you as just like shrugging his shoulders and looking at you guys. But he ascends the stairs to the stage with the hat box and stands kind of back behind Mr. Light at the moment.
I hand popcorn off
Yeah, boss.
to Stripey's to help.
Okay. All right. He kind of like leaps the short leap over to Stripe's shoulder and just says, "All right. This is what are we gonna call ourselves? Stripes. What's our code names?
I didn't know I was getting a code name.
Are you gonna be Tabby Cat to Sugar Daddy?
I like it.
All right.
I like it a lot.
All right, Tabby Cat. This is Sugar Daddy. We are go for
Very good.
Operation Witchlight Watch. Witchlight Watchlight?
Something like that.
All right. I like this. All right. You just gotta get me close and I'll do my thing if you would, but if need be. And so he just settles kind of on your shoulder, kind of like just waiting for any moment to do whatever it is that he's gonna do. Do you Stripes position yourselves a certain way? What do you do while things are kind of coming to a head up on top of the stage there? Do you wait? Do you do anything?
Unfortunately, I thought that the guy with the watch stood off stage in the back like he did during the earlier event in the Big Top.
There'll still
Didn't
be
realize he
opportunities.
would be up on the stage.
Do you try and do something before he gets up? Do you try to like act before he looks like he's gonna get up, like right away, or are you gonna wait until there's a moment later?
um, I think that we need to hit him before he gets to the stage. So if I realize that he's about to go up on
You
stage,
would you would know that that was gonna happen likely after about 5 to 6 minutes of performance going on. You would know that while that sort of intro performances were the warming up of the crowd, you might say, that was like a pretty decent window to get in there and try and like do some sort of uh diversion while the crowd isn't largely focused on Mr. Witch, especially.
And how
There's a
close
lot
is
going.
my chair to Mr. Witch's chair?
If you were to get up, you could probably be at his side within like 3 strides, 4 strides. It's not cordoned off super well. Like you could, it's like when you have like those fences where like they're like strings are like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
roped between like these wooden, small wooden posts.
Okay,
It's not
so
it's rudimentary cordoning off. It's nothing like
yeah,
it's not like a picket fence.
so because I originally had a different idea of what Mr. Witch would be doing during this affair, I thought he was going to be backstage, and that we would be able to just come up on him backstage. Now that I realize he's sitting and getting ready to go up on stage,
Yes.
I'm gonna uh, stumble out of my chair just suddenly, like wink at Stripes, like, okay, I'm gonna pull some shit now, and I'm gonna tumble out of my chair as if the leg of the chair just broke and fling my drink across and away so that it hits Mr. Witch as I tumble down to the ground.
Okay.
Hope that
So
Stripes will be like, oh God, I have to go wipe him off.
okay, and
Yeah.
uh, you already
Okay.
have a popcorn on your shoulder there, Stripes. So yeah, drink goes
Yeah.
flying across. Mr. Witch gets splattered with whatever was in your cup, some sort of wine, maybe some fairy brandy wine.
Yeah, sure. And I surreptitiously break the leg of my chair while trying to get up off the ground because of the broken chair.
Roll me a. Let's see. How can you pull this off? What would be the best skill to pull this off? As performance? Yeah,
Okay. Unfortunately, that is a 12.
a 12. Okay. So you're just like you stand up and and you spill and you like stomp on the leg of the chair to like just like make sure that it breaks and you say oh no and you just tip over. And for your comrades who are sitting right next to you, it might be a little obvious, but we'll see. We'll see how this is received. Uh, Mr. Witch just sort of like looks down at the stain on his lap, and he shakes his head, and he doesn't have prestidigitation, so he's going to stand up and start looking real quick for somebody, and at that point, uh,
Oh, Stripes, go!
yeah,
Yeah. So as Don winks at him, I'm gonna real quick and sneaky like cast Expeditious Retreat on myself. And then when Mr. Witch
Mr.
goes to
Witch.
stand up to look for someone, I'll run over there and try to, assist with wiping him off. And
Yeah,
oh,
you guys
sorry,
like
Mr. Witch,
converge.
she had a
You just like converge on Mr. Witch all at the same time.
And Popcorn is going to deliver the guidance on acrobatics checks for the swipe.
It's more like a sleight of hand, but
I
Sleight of
thought that
hand,
was,
yeah.
oh, dexterity. Sorry. A
yeah,
dexterity type of check, whatever.
it'll be
I'll
it'll
get
be a
there.
sleight of hand check, no doubt. Because yeah, your sleight of hand is like built for this. Yeah, that's Mr. Witch.
And
Yeah,
Durlagron's gonna like thump him on the back of the shoulder to make him look the other way while Swipes snaps his Stripes is wiping the front of his pants and coat and
yeah,
vest.
like all of a
trying
sudden
to steal
he's
the
just
line.
swarmed with people trying to help, and he's getting all this sensory input. Durlagron, yeah, is like trying to help and just is offering to take his coat off real quick and get it over to somebody. He's like, "Oh, Mr. Witch, I'll take this over to somebody to get cleaned up real quick before the ceremony starts. It'll be really fast." And he's offering to like take his coat off, and his like almost not taking no for an answer. He's like already started to try and pull it off of him, and Mr. Witch is getting like patted down with like I don't know, a towel of some sort from somebody else. Um, Candlefoot sort of body blocks as he is trying to like check the hat box, make sure. Oh, make sure. Oh no, didn't get any on the hat. Oh no, on the crown did we? And Popcorn will deliver guidance. He's like, okay, Tabby Cat, this is your chance. This is your window. It's like my boss has authorized me to guide you in the ways of crime. and
I love it.
petty crime here. That's what we do. That's what we do. And go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check with advantage, and add your uh, what's it called? Your guidance to it. D4.
I got a snaps D20, I got a cat D20, and I got a bone.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Here we go. This is good. This is good. Sleight of hand. Okay. So 14 plus 5 is 19.
19. Just like, you gotta make sure to get the latch. Make sure to get the latch. Don't try to yank it. He's gonna notice if you yank it. And and you reach over and like with, I'm assuming you have claws. Yes, you have like,
Yeah.
I don't know if they're so you're able to like quickly manipulate, like you almost don't, not even, you're just like no looking this. You're able to reach over, grab the watch, kind of act, flip open a little latch that's holding the watch onto the chain, and you just you scoop this watch from around behind him as his arms are up, as like Durlagon's trying to pull the coat off of him. This happens, and he's getting patted down, and he's being body blocked by Candlefoot, so he's looking in the wrong direction. And you guys masterfully, in like the matter of 6 seconds, relieve him of a very fancy looking watch.
Oh, Mr. Witch, I'm so
Um,
sorry. Look, and I'm waving the leg of the chair. I don't know what's happened. Maybe I've gained some weight. I'm so sorry. I'll get this repaired right now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll grab the chair and the leg and start hoofing away.
Okay. And so and then like immediately as this has happened, Mr. Light is like, Beckon again, Mr. Witch will join me on stage for the crowning ceremony. And like he looks up and he just like is in being the punctual sort, he immediately jumps up and hops up the stage in a manner that you haven't seen him move. He's a bit more methodical and purposeful with his movements. This is like he's trying to catch up. It doesn't even have a chance to look for the watch because now the show's on. And so you guys take your seats. Stripes, the moment that you pull the watch off of him, you can kind of hear when you hold this in your hand that you just tick, 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 this tick that soft. It's not distracting, but you can hear it. And if you look at it closer, I will give you more information. But for the time being, all you hear while this thing is in your possession is a soft ticking of the clock.
okay, interesting. In the midst of all of as soon as we got the watch off of him, I pieced out with my expeditious retreat. So my 30 feet of movement, action dash, bonus action dash, 90 feet for 6 seconds, and
Okay.
just kind of like raced along the back wall of the tent to like put
Okay.
myself sort of near like the entrance.
Okay. So you're as far away from him as you can get.
I come hoofing
Yeah.
up with my broken chair. What are we doing? Where are we going?
Because
Because I
that's
still
a
kind of
question
want to
you
know who gets the crown.
sure. So
And I'll say Ebony is like sitting on the very edge of her seat, mainly because of what they told her after her little impromptu performance. She's
Hmm.
thinking that maybe it's her.
Yeah,
so
so easy.
Mr. Light, after kind of you hear you're so focused on the job, you probably don't even hear half of the words that Mr. Light utters as he talks about how important the Witchlight Monarch is, and they will be our honorary leader through the the parade after as everyone ends the show. So Mr. Light kind of steps up onto a little podium that's at the end of the stage, almost in the middle of the entire big top, and he stands up and he takes the vein and he kind of points up, and there's this light that shines down from the big top ceiling like a spotlight, and it reflects, and the vein is spinning and spinning, and you see like this almost like disco ball effect where light is like shining all around the uh, various surfaces inside the tent and the crowd and everything, and the beams start to converge one by one as they trace across the crowd, and the beams start to coalesce into larger beams that reflect off the vein, and uh, eventually, after like a good 10 seconds, well, there's like this, not quite a drum roll because that would be a long time for a drum roll, but there is a somewhat drum roll like effect going on, and people are getting more excited. And as the light starts to slow down and pass over people, there's like this rolling gasp that happens as the lights start to converge, and you'll notice that the lights are starting to point at various like people, and they start pointing at a few people, and most of them are in your party. Uh, Dawn, Ebony, Aggie, uh, Cormac, really all of you get a dwelling beam on you for a second as it looks like it's starting to slow down, but then it kind of does this dramatic beam scatter that all collapses into one like a light show, and then the beam tilts down and lands on Ebony.
Hey.
And the
Yeah.
crowd just goes wild. The crowd goes wild. A lot of them are recognizing Ebony from the show, the Big Top Extravaganza. And Mr. Light goes, just as I expected. The little lady with the big strength. What a marvelous show she did for us at Big Top Extravaganza, folks. It's no surprise. Her and her friends have been instrumental in keeping the joy of tonight's show tip-top shape. But this miss, and as you like start walking up, Miss, what is your name? Ebony here takes the cake tonight, folks. Or should I say, Your Highness? And Mr. Witch flips open the hat box to reveal this crown that as he takes up, there's these little golden butterflies, and there's like this like almost like particle effect of butterflies floating around the crown. And Mr. Light directs you to stand facing the crowd, center stage, out, and it's like, uh, take this crown, Your Highness, as Witchlight Monarch. And Mr. Witch lowers the crown onto your head, which automatically sort of sizes to your head. And it's much lower. He has to almost stoop to put it down on you.
Almost.
Almost. And then Mr. Witch steps back, and Mr. Light steps forward and just does like a little. It's like, Miss Ebony, would you please kneel for me as I knight you, the official Witchlight Monarch of the Witchlight Carnival?
Of course, of course, of course, of course, of course.
And it's like, that's the spirit. And you kneel, and she just sort of does like, by the will of the vein of the witch and the light, I crown you the Witchlight Monarch of joy and delight. Seek your happiness, seek your joy. Lead us through the carnival, and maybe one day we will see you again. And steps back, and there's just happy clowns shower glitter over everybody. They step forward and they're just throwing buckets of glitter over everybody in the crowds, and there's light reflecting off of everything. It's almost like this. Palasha strikes up with this very beautiful aria that maybe it's a language you don't understand in Merfolk, but it just reverberates off of the walls in this very beautiful tune. And if I had the wherewithal, I would have tried to come up with something that actually sounded like it, but I could not find anything to save my life. Debbie's wrong. There's a trend here, yes. Uh, so,
Here
yeah,
for it.
yeah. Mr. Light is just bouncing and jubilant. Uh, yeah. Let's see. And then your motion to a wagon pulls up with a flowery throne for you to sit on, a throne covered in flowers and vines, and your motion to they sort of like boost it up a little bit so it stands a little taller, and you are motion to step up onto it, and yeah, let's see. You that then begins the parade, which you just the music travels with you. The Calliope is traveling behind this group. You are waving. You see people hands aligning the different tents and stuff, and throwing glitter and flowers and the various
And
patrons and guests.
off-keyed. I don't know how you
Off
want to put it.
keyed.
She just is or whatever music is going on.
Yes,
Love it.
you're just. I mean, it's hard to hear you specifically over everything, but yeah, you are in this moment. You are the center of attention. You are deeply adored by everybody. There are kids that are like just holding their hand in their cheeks and screaming, and just it's like the greatest night of their lives. Uh, and everything is good and joyful. I know, I understand. Uh, you gain the following charm.
Oh,
You are aware you are aware that this is something you gain now. I don't know how to add it to you for now, but I will post the text. But basically, you are aware now that you have the charm of the monarch. You can spread a pair of beautiful butterfly wings. As long as you have the wings, you gain a flying speed equal to your walking speed, and you gain +5 bonus on all charisma-based ability checks. These effects last for 1 hour. After you use this charm 3 times, it vanishes from you. So we got that charm of the monarch
does it state how long she has this buff?
3 times.
1 hour, 3 times.
Sorry, yeah, it lasts for an hour when she
Three
uses
times
it.
for 1 hour. I've got 3 hours of woohoo.
Yes, you have 3
But if
hours
she
of woohoo.
decided she could just not pop the wings for the next 20 years if she wanted,
Correct.
cool.
It's a indefinite charm that lasts indefinitely. It has no expiration
That's
date
pretty
on
cool.
it. Okay. All right. At this point, um, yes, you are. This parade goes on for like a half hour. The crowds are starting to thin. There is a point though when the wagon gets back to the big top and you're helped to dismount, and you are being called Your Majesty a lot by various people, both guests, Witchlight hands. Mr. Light always is referring to you as Your Highness.
Oh lord.
Mr. Witch doesn't look happy at all. And then while you guys are this is now starting to die down. Uh, Mr. Light looks over at Mr. Witch And he just sort of like kind of taps him on the shoulder with his vein and just says, "Why so glum, chum?" And Mr. Witch just sort of
Can
staring
I
at the
can I
ground.
interrupt for just a second?
What's that?
We had to prove to them that we could steal it to get answers. Yeah?
You needed it as leverage. They said that the only way that you're going to get them to tell you the truth is have leverage over them.
But we also need it as the key, or like I'm getting
It's not the
I don't
key.
think
Like
so. I
you
think
can't
it's
go off
just
and use it.
yeah.
okay, so where were you? So okay, that being the case, and I'm
Basically
assuming
blackmailing them.
yes, and I'm assuming Ebony is quite up close and personal with him, right?
Yeah, you are very close to Mr. Witch at this moment.
So at this
Throughout
point,
the whole
she's got the
parade.
cute little girl like rocking back and forward on her toes and heels, and she goes, "Aw, is someone missing his toy?"
And Mr. Witch's head snaps over to you. This is after Mr. Light says, "What's so? Why so glum chum?" Is that we'll say like, "Why so glum chum?" And you're like, "Oh, what's your toy?" Mr. Witch just like snaps his head over at you, Ebony, squints, and he cocks his head at Mr. Light and just says, "It appears that my watch has gone missing since the start of the crowning of the Witchlight ceremony."
Did you happen to know that I am very good at finding things? Do you need help?
And he looks at you and just says, "If you happen to know where my watch is, I would be immensely interested in getting it back."
Well, above table. Ebony assumed it was successful, but did not know.
Well,
Assumed, but did not know.
so yeah, so okay. So he says this. He says, "If you happen to know where it is or manage to find it, I need it back. This carnival does not function without the watch." And so the rest of you are probably hearing this conversation as Ebony is acting very cutesy and putting on a show here of whatever you want to call this. Taunting him innocently, but uh, what you're smiling at your phone, and I don't know what that means. Oh, so what do you guys do here? How do you extort this man?
uh, is it safe to assume that Ebony would know that at some point we need to get him to the Hall of Illusions? And Ebony would just say, I think maybe you should come with me and take him to the Hall of Illusions.
Well,
Had we discussed the plan that far in the
you
future?
you have not discussed the plan after you get the watch.
No. But you know that that mirror is in the Hall of Illusions, and we're not going to get through that mirror without his help.
We know that they know the secret to getting through that doorway that you found, and the way that we
Yes,
were gonna find that secret out from them was to extort them by stealing
yes.
something. So at
So yeah,
this
he
point,
needs
we
his
maybe
back.
just need
He
information.
I think I might have seen it.
where?
Come with me, come with me, come with me.
Tell me where before I go with you.
Um, the hall. It's in the hall.
Why would it be in the hall, which was with me at the start of this ceremony? Who took it from me? You must know.
I don't know everybody.
Roll a deception check.
And
Oh, yo.
Sugar Daddy
Which is
was
charisma
encouraged to
based.
jump.
You could pop out those wings first.
But then he would know, right?
Sugar Daddy was
Maybe I used
encouraged
my
to jump to the
first.
float as soon as he could.
Doesn't even matter if I did that, anyways. So that would be a 6.
A 6.
Oh no.
Yeah.
He leans in real close to you and just says, "Enough with the theatrics, girl. I will give you some grace because you are the Witchlight monarch." It's like, yes, she did a splendid job today. Why not cut the girl some slack? What do you want? What's the deal? You stole his watch? What do you want? And he just says, yes, there must be a reason why you or somebody you know took it from me. From us.
It's not to be discussed in the present, environmental.
Fine.
Mhm.
Where? Hall of Illusions, you say?
Yes, please, let's go and have a discussion.
Just says, lead the way! Let's all go to the Hall of Illusions! Ha ha ha! This should be good. And you guys saunter off to the Hall of Illusions. Durlagron and Candlefoot and Burley and Palasha all kind of hang back, and they're just barely contained shit-eating grin on Candlefoot's face. But he sort of does a little bow, a little stage bow to you guys as you walk away, as you look over your shoulder.
Oh,
And then Burley
Loki.
just sort of like, Burley just sort of like does like this backhanded slap in the chest and just is like, shush.
Loki, must you?
And you're being attacked by a dog.
Yes, he must.
Loki's mommy
Oh.
smush.
Oh,
Loki mommy smush.
wait, I don't have to steal anymore.
So you make your way over to the Hall of Illusions. Let's see. You make your way into the Hall of Illusions, and you lead. I assume you lead them to the particular.
I don't just lead, I strut.
You strut. So the party converges. You'll notice as Mr. Witch and Mr. Light move through the Hall of Illusions, their reflections in the mirrors show them as these gloomy Shadar-Kai children, these like dark shadow elf children, basically, with your own youthful reflections following behind. Soon they call you to a halt as they pretty much know which mirror they're going to. Your guys are taking them to. And everyone's the mirrors now show everyone's true age at this point. Mr. Witch just says, "This is about Prismere, isn't it?"
Yes, sir.
Is it that obvious?
Well, there's no reason for you to take us to this particular mirror except somebody who knows how, or not how, but knows how to get to Prismere but doesn't have the means.
Yes, sir. Respectfully, sir. We got to get in there.
Just says, if you give me back my watch, we will help you through. It's as easy as that. A trade.
Give us the key
And
first, and then you can have the watch.
there's no key per se. You just have to step through with a certain rhyme.
I'm listening.
Repeat that word.
There's a rhyme that you
Oh, a
must
rhyme.
utter. And
I'll be
Mr. Witch says in this,
collateral.
it's like,
I'll
if I give you the words, you could leave with the watch and ruin this carnival. I will
I'll be
give you the
collateral.
rhyme if you give me the watch.
I'll
I will
stand on the
tell
other
one of you
side of
the rhyme.
you.
What's that?
We're gonna do it this way.
I was gonna say Aggie would be collateral and like stand
Aggie,
far enough away that she can't get through the thing.
Aggie is gonna take the watch. Stand next to Mr. Watch, whoever. They give us the passcode. She makes sure it works before handing over to Watch, and the rest of us go. Ta-da!
Fine. If it will move this along, fine.
Hand it over,
Such
Stripes.
trust in this group.
Aggie will take the watch and then walk a ways away from the mirror, probably on the other side of Mr. Witch and Mr. Light from the mirror,
Yes.
so that it's clear she can't just run off with it.
And he utters, he in a hushed tone to the rest of you, he will say, I want to make sure she hears this. Trying to get the kids down. Mr. Witch addresses you all in a hushed tone. Everything you seek and more lies beyond this mirror. If you mean to step through, then stand in front of the glass and repeat this rhyme. Hither, thither, here and there. Wander yonder, show me where. I'm not going to make you all say it individually.
Oh,
Unless you want.
oh, oh.
Please put
Hither,
it into a
thither,
chat.
here and there. Wander yonder, show me where. Hither, thither, here and there. Wander yonder, show me where. It's that simple. Come on. Anyways, so
Is this a one-way mirror?
is this a one-way mirror?
How do
When we come
my
back,
friends know that it's good?
You don't. You're just going to have to trust us.
Okay, so here's the thing. We're gonna see if this works, okay? I'm gonna go in sideways, arms out as wide as I can. As soon as I go over, if everything's okay, I give a thumbs up. Okay?
A. Like it.
Okay.
I like it a lot.
Do you have
Okay.
any other questions before you leave? I'm just throwing that
Is
out
it
there.
the
Deal
same
with
rhyme to come
what's
back?
Coming back is a much different challenge that I do not have the answer to.
And you tell me where to get that answer.
You are going to have to discover it for yourself. It is a one-way portal. You're going to have to
Right.
find your own way back to this world.
I suppose that is the risk we. And then he does the bunny ears. Agreed to.
what's the deal with the hourglass coven?
That is a longer story than we have.
And I like insight.
They,
Just if
yeah, go
what
ahead.
what when I say the words hourglass coven, just what do I get? Insight +1.
Um, it's very hard to read, Mr. Witch. He You say the words Hourglass Coven, and just deadpan just says, "The Hourglass Coven is not of your concern."
How is it not our concern when they stole stuff from us?
How do you know they stole it from you?
We each got something missing.
Yes, that is the way of things. If you sneak into the carnival without a ticket, you are robbed of something precious. And whatever is stolen always finds its way to Prismere. So, in that respect, maybe the Hourglass Coven is your business, but we have our own entanglements with them that we are not happy with. So, you're going to have to deal with them on your own. I don't, unfortunately, have any insight for you. That's where that 2 comes in of basically he's very hard to read, but he's telling you these things at face value. Anyway, shall you?
Hither, thither, here and there, yonder wander, show me. I think that says where. Yeah, where?
And the mirror
She sidesteps through the hole.
lights up
Hands
in
out
this like
straight.
light blue vortex of stars and glitter and shine. And you step into it. The mist swirls in the mirror, blotting out your reflection. And the moment you touch that surface of the mirror, poof, you are pulled through.
Oh crap.
Oh dear.
Well, I guess we're going. Let's
In for
go.
a penny, in for a pound, and
So,
I rushed through.
and then immediately it returns back to normal. So each of you have to do this.
Yeah, okay. I will also do it because that's the person I'm responsible for more than anybody else here. So I will immediately reiterate the rhyme and then follow.
The rhyme. And poof,
In
you
the
get
accent.
pulled through. Recited in the accent, yes. He's not going to. Okay.
No, I'm not. Sorry. Thought I said that out loud. Turns
uh,
out it was an internal thought.
it's okay. It's okay. Who's next? Obviously, Aggie's leading is last, I assume. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Who follows Cormac? Dawn or Stripes?
Stripes.
Okay. And then Dawn.
And then Dawn.
Okay. And when you pass through Dawn, Mr. Witch turns to you, Aggie, with an outstretched hand.
And
The
Aggie will
watch.
hand the watch back, although during this whole thing, she's been just looking around the inside of, I guess, this room or tent that we're in, just trying to soak it in because she's about to leave the only place she's known as a home, like, ever. But she will hand it over.
Did she get a good look at it before she left?
Yeah, she probably would have tried to look at it, yeah.
Um, a good look at the watch. I mean, the watch. Yeah, you can hear the ticking in your head. When you open it, it lights up automatically and kind of there's a soft glow. Uh, the face of the watch shows a miniature painting of the Witchlight Carnival ringed by a tiny henge, I should say. Uh, uh, it's nighttime, so it's orbited by this kind of like tiny mode of light that's small enough to slip through the eye of a needle. Uh, and the light causes the henge to cast shadows, which is how you tell the time of night.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, other than that, you hear a ticking noise, and since you're not really attuned to it, that's all you get.
Okie dokie.
I will hand it back and then move to the mirror if they
And
allow me to go.
he tells you the rhyme, and then as you're about to like step up to the mirror, Well, go ahead. You recite the phrase, right? If you want to do it out loud, it's up to you.
Hither, thither, here and there, wander yonder, show me where.
And as the mist swirls and you see your reflection get obscured by the mist, swirling mist, Mr. Witch puts his hand on your shoulder, and Mr. Light puts his hand on your other shoulder, and Mr. Witch says, "Mind the rule of 3, future, present, past." Mr. Light says, "Find the alicorn and free the dormant queen at last." And then they back away from you.
I'm scribbling. Okay.
Type that. Type that. Type that. Somebody type that.
The rule of 3, I think you would be aware of, but we can reiterate that when you arrive. So, you step through, you touch the mirror, you feel yourself, and all of you would have felt this flying weightlessness through mists. And when you eventually come through the other side of this portal, um, let me see if I can. This is a lot harder to do. Gotta get you from there to here. So, let me pause that. You stand at the edge when you come out of this portal of a raised and broken causeway under a hazy twilight sky. The cause, which is built from pale stones that glow faintly from within, towers over the surrounding landscape. But large sections of it have crumbled away, including the section in front of you. I don't know if you can see. Can you see? I'm assuming you all can see. Okay. Uh, A fog-shrouded swamp spreads out below you in all directions, and up from its murk wafts the smell of rotting plants. Also rising from the swamp is a music of nature, a discordant symphony of croaking frogs and singing birds. The air is crisp yet thick. It smells sweet. Off in the distance, you see a what seems like a wall of misty clouds that hangs low, obscuring your vision from certain parts of the horizon. However, it is notable that off in the far distance, many miles to your north, there is a parting of the mist briefly that allows you to see these towering spires that peek through the mist briefly before they're obscured once more. At this point, I will welcome you to Hither. And you may all level up. What's that? I'm welcoming you to the land of Hither in Prismere.
Woohoo.
Huzzah!
I will
So
say,
we're doing the static level up, not the other one?
yeah,
Okay.
I will only because it's I think you can kind of see these things. It's the mist is pretty uh what do I call it? Let me see if ooh, I like this. Okay. So I'm gonna use Ebony's token just because it's easier, but I'm gonna give you all control, so it'll be you can all see. I'll
I
take you over.
need a D8.
Only got a D6, but I rolled a 6 on it.
Whoa. Oh.
Can you see Ebony's token?
Yes, I
I'm
can see
sorry, what?
Ebony's token.
Okay. I'm going to expand your sight a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Oh, fancy.
I can't see shit.
So you're to kind of give you a view of your surroundings. This is probably at the moment the best you can see. To give you a little bit of flavor for your level ups here. I'll start by saying like Ebony, the moment that you feel your feet underneath you, you immediately feel like this place is home. It's familiar. There's something about it. The smells, the sounds. Uh, there is something so familiar about this place. And you can also feel the magic. You drink it in. The greenery, the moss, the trees, the algae. There's something about this place that's calling to you. And as you feel like exposed to this magic for the first time in a very, very long time, you feel like it's giving you powers that you didn't have before, and that's why you are leveling up. I'd say you can flavor it how you want. I'd say for the case of Aggie, that once you feel your feet beneath you and you get your bearings and your surroundings, you two almost taste the magic in the air, and this magic is familiar to you. It's comforting. You're getting that immediate, like how that kind of smell sense is very easy to recall memories, and your mind goes back to that first time you met Zabilna, and at the time you didn't really understand it, but when she was casting magic in front of you, the almost like honeysuckle scent that it gave off at the time, uh, you just thought maybe it was your surroundings, but there's almost like a tinge of that in the air, the sweetness. In this place, there is Zabilna's magic is here. It's faint. It feels different than what it was demonstrated in front of you. But for the first time, since you can ever remember, you feel closer to your patron than you ever have, and that is why you're leveling up. I'm open to suggestions on how Cormac, Dawn, and Stripes level up in terms of flavor, but I will say that there
All that
is
happens for Dawn is that she senses that there is magic around, and that somehow she might be able to just grab on a smidge of it and rejuvenate her magic, her own personal
for sure.
source of magic from it. Because all she gets is sorcery points that all she can do is get a new spell
Yeah,
slot back. So
right.
she just feels like she could draw on the
There's
ambient magic to refill herself a little bit.
right. There's a bit of a well that you can go to now that's a little
Yeah.
deeper. You feel that you can
You
pull from your
said
surrounding magic from this place to that end.
Yep.
you said this was swampy, right?
Yes, the surroundings are swampy.
One of them lives in a swamp, but I can't find my notes on the 3 hags.
Yeah.
It's the one that stole from me in Stripes. That's Lorna.
Holy
We all
shit.
start running in circles, counterclockwise. counterclockwise.
I'll bring
Yeah,
you back
I
to.
think, yeah, Stripes is probably gonna wander a little bit around us counterclockwise and just kind of
Okay.
reach down and, magically, because magic is cool, um, find a petrified Eye of Newt, and that's how he realizes that he can do one more spell than usual, and oh, it requires this piece of petrified animal.
There you
Is
go.
there a second one next to it?
Maybe. Maybe there's like a whole petrified newt, and he's like, "Ooh, look, an eyeball. Ooh, look, another eyeball."
Ooh, piece of candy.
Look at that.
You
Hey,
might
you
be able to
mind if I
find.
take
Ooh,
one of
piece of
those?
candy.
It just happens to be sitting right here as a welcome gift. Yeah, just whatever reagents. Yeah. Worth noting, the highway that you're standing on is about 20 feet wide, and it's about 100 feet above the swamp below you.
Ooh, okay.
There are large, colorful shelf mushrooms that cling to the lower half of each support pillar below you on the causeway that you can see. And the marshland itself is heavily obscured with this fog, so you can barely see the ground itself, but you can tell it's there. It's just heavily obscured by a fog. Um, you would see that the pillars that hold up the causeway seem to have these fairly natural handholds and footholds that are carved into each pillar, as if by people who have come before and have tried to make the journey easier on repeat trips. Okay.
Before we do anything, did Cormac want to feather his level up at all?
I was waiting for an opportunity to cut in and say,
Oh,
"Hey,
yeah,
can we
yeah, yeah.
backtrack?" Yeah. Um,
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
yeah. He doesn't yet at this level gain access to any of the fancy stuff related to his class yet, so he just kind of takes a moment and takes in the space that he's in, and it's different from the wilderness that he's been in the past. But especially right now, he has gone from needing to hold himself back and restrain himself because he's in effectively a place of business. And so he needs to be focused on being kind and being careful, but now has a minute to realize that, oh, I can stop holding myself back in every way possible. And you just watch him go down all of the joints that can be cracked and crack all of them, and just takes a minute to stretch out the shoulders, and even without using his hands just tilts his head to the right and you hear like 6 cracks, and then he tilts his head to the left and you hear 2 or 3 more, and then he does a little up and down hoppy and shake everything out, and then pulls the glaive out and is just ready.
Okay.
You seem more comfortable in your own skin at the moment, sir.
Oh yes.
It's good to see.
All right. Let us do this.
Okay.
Um,
So,
um, uh, Aggie's just gonna grab Don by the shoulders because I love Stripes, but he's not gonna remember this. And before the words have left her mind, she's gonna grab Don by the shoulders. Mind the rule of 3, future, present, past. Find the alicorn and free the dormant queen at last.
Sure, Aggie. Sounds great. What are you talking about?
Um, Mistress Witch and Light grabbed me before I went through the mirror, and it seemed important. Uh, I think we shouldn't forget whatever this means.
Cool. What's an alicorn?
Like a unicorn with wings, like a Pegasus unicorn hybrid? I don't know if that gave.
Yes, above table, that is basically what it is. It's a Pegasus unicorn.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna fish out my stupid little book, and I'll scribble in the margin what she just said, and then my eyes are gonna snap a wider open as I'm scribbling in the margin. Well, look what it says. Look, Aggie. It says, remember that this world is not reality. It's a playground of appearances on which you practice overcoming seems to be with your knowing of what is. That seems important.
Hmm.
I'll type
And
it
Do
for
you,
you.
doesn't look much like a playground.
do you all understand what the rule of three is? Do you need a refresher?
I certainly do.
I think
Need
you
a
all would
refresher, I mean.
understand it. At least three of you Witchlight hands would definitely. I think Ebony might, upon returning here, have that come back to her. But you have the rule of hospitality. That's when a friend, an enemy, or a stranger enters your home, you are expected to be gracious and accommodating to them until such a time as they prove, by their words or actions, undeserving of such hospitality. Okay? There's the rule of ownership. You must not steal from a friend, an enemy, or a stranger. To take something that doesn't belong to you without the rightful owner's permission is a crime and an unforgivable breach of etiquette. And then there's the rule of reciprocity. When a friend, an enemy, or a stranger offers you a gift, you are obliged to accept it and offer something of comparable value, be it a gift or service, in return. Such reciprocation needs not happen immediately.
Got ourselves some Fey rules here. Okay.
So,
Hey, what session
basically,
number are we on?
uh,
6.
Thank you.
so essentially, those of you would know that these rules uh, are the kind of rules that you dare not violate because those who did often disappear without a trace. uh, that is your understanding of how, at least as far as when you're here in the Feywild in a domain of delight, that is how those rules work. It doesn't end well for you if you break these rules. That is your understanding of it. So, without further ado, what do you do next? We can also end it here. It's a pretty good place to end it, being that it is 10 o'clock. I'm not sure how my wife is doing. We could, I suppose, leave it off in like 2
As
minutes.
long as I don't sit down comfortably, I'll stay awake.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, so you
Okay,
need to be uncomfortable.
Yes.
okay. All right. Well, so what do you guys do? You have a 100 feet of distance to cover vertically.
And there's no way to go backward, right? Like, what's behind us?
Behind you, well,
Like,
you
away
have
from the gap.
away from the gap. It's more causeway that eventually disappears into the mist ahead of you. But this seems like a pretty good place to go down.
Where's Nebby's flippin' coat when I need it?
Yeah, now's a good time to have a flying creature, but like I said, there are handholds carved into the pillar. All you got to do is make it down 50 feet, and then you have those mushrooms that act like platforms that are growing. They're big mushrooms, mind you. Uh,
I'll
So
stay up at the top and I'll watch you guys climb down. And if anybody slips to fall, I got a thing I can do that'll make you float down gently.
Hmm.
okay. So who's going first?
Give me a moment. Inventory.
I've got climbing things.
I was, in fact, looking to see if I had any
It sounds like we have a
pitons.
bio break on our hands
Pi-
of
pi-
sorts.
pi- Pitons.
Piton is the
Pitons.
way the word is
I do
pronounced.
have them. Piton.
Oh, okay.
Never. I know what they are, but piton.
Okay. Be done. It sounds like we have a doggy bio break. So if the rest of the humans want to do a bio break,
Yeah, I would not
feel
mind
free.
taking the opportunity to get up and bio break because I know the
I
next time I absentmindedly stand up, I will desperately have to pee. So I'm gonna go do that now.
All right. So let's go take a bio break, real quick, like, and we'll
Ooh, I'll
reconvene.
go take my peels.
I'm back.
All right.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was better.
That was very annoying. I must have bumped something when I stood up.
Oh.
Let's see. All right. Okay, we got Stripes, Aggie. Everyone else back?
I believe we have everybody.
Okay.
Unless Ebony's not back.
I think she's here. She's just quiet. Right?
Oh no,
I hear.
go to sleep.
She's here.
Found
Hang,
comfortably on the toilet.
she's hanging in.
I'm sitting on the step stool in the kitchen. Like it's great.
Oh no.
Alright. Lord.
Short people have step stools in their kitchen. It's just a thing.
Yep. Okay. So,
We have a thing to climb
you
down.
started taking out climbing equipment, some pythons.
Well,
Yeah?
Cormac was just looking to see if he had any, but he wasn't going to say anything out loud. He wouldn't feel the need to. He was just
Okay.
going to, if he didn't have any, he was going to begin the gentle process of attempting to climb down and find safe places upon which to
All right.
get other
Well,
people's feet.
I
as
have
you
10 of them.
10 pythons. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. You're getting ready to descend and start using any hardware that you want to use for climbing, making climbing easier.
Mhm.
Uh, when in the distant sky you spot a great balloon made of
Ooh.
patchwork material drifting. It spins out of control as though punctured.
Oh dear.
Like this, deflate, like,
Yeah.
but you can't hear it because it's really far away. Causing the wicker basket that hangs from the balloon to swing wildly. The balloon plunges out of sight, disappearing into the fog approximately a mile away. And there's a slight tip of a tower that you can see poking through the mist, but you can kind of see the direction that is gone. At this map here, and I'll bring you back here.
Hmm.
That's just something you see. A little event.
That's unfortunate.
Is there a yellow
Okay.
brick road down there?
Not quite. It's a very swampy brick road, maybe, but not golden by any means.
Alright, so shall I attempt an athletics check to
Yes, it is an
begin
athletics
a
check.
downward climb?
Yes.
I'm standing at the top, watching over, and ready to cast Featherfall as soon as necessary.
Yep.
And I'm even going
Uh,
to be specifically focusing efforts on, like, doing the difficult climbing that I know I can do because of my large size, but checking other things. And if something would not be a stable foothold, just pulling it out now so that no one even considers attempting to use it as they also come down.
Okay. Right.
The light of foot guidance.
Oh, thank you.
Guidance. Okay.
What am I adding?
Okay.
It's a D4 at this level.
D4.
All right. Ooh, a 4. Thank you. This is a very good roll. 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28 total. I rolled
You
very well.
easily make it down all the way to the bottom. You're able to climb down first using the footholds and the handholds. You're making sure you're checking everything, making sure you figure if it can support you, it can support your comrades. You make it down to the once you hit the mushrooms, it's a pretty easy descent because all you have to do is slide off one mushroom cap to the next, and it's a pretty
Yeah.
uh, marginal feat to do. So it's much easier once you hit the mushrooms to descend the next 50 feet or so. But yeah, you'll see Cormac disappear as he starts sliding beneath the mushroom caps. But yeah, all seems well from above.
Boy, for a muscly guy, he's pretty handy
Pretty
there. That was
spry.
great. Okay, who's next? Let's go.
Yep. Who's next?
Stripes.
Stripes gets another pat on the back and says, "Follow suit. Stay light on your
All
feet."
right. Right.
My watch died. Oh no.
It's athletics. So dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, same thing. You just
Going very well.
hop, skip down. You're finding the handholds even easier, and this is like it's like climbing a ladder. It's actually quite simple to find your way down. It's not that daunting at all. And yeah, you make your way down, and pretty soon you meet Cormac at the bottom of this pillar.
Loki, leave my milk alone.
Okay. All right. 3 left.
And to clarify, it was 50 feet down to the mushrooms.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then from there, basically, a
And it's
staircase.
from there. Yeah.
Aggie gets a
And
pat.
it's athletics.
That gets guidance as well.
Yes, Aggie gets a pat.
To clarify, it's athletics as a role.
Athletics. Yes.
Okay, I'm not good at that. But I do have 50 feet of rope that I can tie off up here and maybe help me down.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. If you use climbing gear, if you tie off a rope and you descend using a rope, it does not require an ability check.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to tie off my rope because I have -1 athletics because I'm very skinny. I have not gotten enough meals and haven't been
I'm
able to
just
build
a
up
little
any
guy.
muscle mass. So
It's fair.
just
Yep,
a
that
little
makes sense.
guy.
That tracks. That
And
tracks.
I will
Yeah,
use my climbing gear.
sure. Yep. No check needed for this. According to this, you're able to tie yourself. What do you tie it to? Just here. There's plenty of
You
things to
said
tie
that
it
there
to.
was
Just
like a hand. Well, no, that was the handholds on the way down. I don't know if there's like little pillars on the side of like the walkway
yeah,
where
you're able
there's like
to.
maybe a
Yeah,
railing
you're able to
almost.
find. You're able to find a large enough stone that functions as like a, something you can loop around and it will anchor you. Yeah, yeah. All right. So
That'll
now
be
there's a rope leading down behind you. Does someone pick up the rope or does someone use it to climb down next?
Who's left? Just me? No, Nebby's next.
Ebony.
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 So Ebony would probably shout over the edge there, going, "Was this made for big people? People! in terms of like how far are the handholds or the footholds or the
Uh, does anyone hear that to answer? I guess is the question. From you hear this echoing voice from above. That's
Is this
just like
made for
echoing
big people or little
across.
people?
Yeah.
Did I get the sense that without the assistance of climbing gear, she could pull it off? With my 28 or whatever the
Uh,
hell the roll was on the way down?
yeah. With that roll that you're able to uh you're certain that there were more handholds than you actually utilized
Okay.
because of your height. That she should have no problem.
Okay, yeah. I would shout up something along the lines of, there should be more than enough places spaced out closely enough that you should be fine on the way down. And once you get to the mushrooms, it's just a staircase.
I got you
What
from
did you
up
roll?
here. If anything goes awry,
What
I got this.
you're using the handles, not the rope.
she would probably use the rope, but is that cheating to say that after I already rolled?
I'll leave that up to you.
Because I nat one it.
Okay. Uh, you start to climb down, and immediately you slip.
And Featherfall
You
goes off.
you start to fall, and then poof, this your inertia is immediately arrested by Dawn casting Featherfall, and you start to just float down.
Gently float on the breeze down to the mushrooms. And I imagine since I can hit 5 people all at once, I will just sort of step off the edge, being the last one up here, and cast it on myself at
Hey,
the
can you
same
grab my
time.
rope first?
Yeah, I'll grab the rope and I'll step off the edge and
Okay.
featherfall me and Ebony down.
Yeah. Yeah. It takes
That first
takes a
step was
little
a
bit, but
doozy.
Yeah, but I got the rope. Here you go, Aggie.
yeah, you find your way down. Takes a bit to descend, but yeah, you do floating down, and the sticky mud all of you feel beneath your feet. It squelches as you land one by one, stepping off of mushrooms or out of thin air, depending. Uh, there's one more thing I gotta say. Hold on here. You you notice as Dawn, you probably land last here, but the rest of you notice uh, that one of the fog banks that's nearby that is thick enough that it seems to obscure things. You see this giant crane like stand up straight, like peeking over this fog bank, and uh, just this shrill kind of just like it just starts taking flight. Poses no threat to you, but you just see it like poke its head over the mist and just like fly up into the air. Uh, the This is where I resume the description of your surroundings. The mud squelches beneath your feet. There are tangled mangroves that grow out of pools of rippling water, half hidden by the thick fog around you. There's purple mushrooms that cling to rotting logs and stumps that are also scattered all around this marshy area. Crickets that glow like fireflies chirp serenely before they're snatched out of the air mid jump by tongues of hungry frogs that emerge from the mist here and there. Uh, you then something catches your ear simultaneously. Coming from one direction are several voices joined in a marching song. The singing grows louder as 6 bipedal rabbits wearing clothing emerge from the fog. Two of them tug at the reins of a giant snail, and the others are carrying clubs and slings. Now, I'm going to do something because I meant to export this, and I made this a thing. So let me see if I can play it. But I gotta first make sure it works. The thing, if you turn on the song, turn up the music, I should say. No, which one was it? 1 second.
Gonna let YouTube start to hear Kenku for the first time then. Turn it down slightly. Well, yeah, that's probably fine.
Okay, let me see if I can. This will work here. Oh no, that's not how this works. Damn it. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to see if I get to play through Kenku, and it's annoying.
He's okay.
Part of it is I don't know how to do this with Kenku. Let's see. Oh, right. Okay. So if you turn up your music, you should be able to hear this. So let's see if we'll see if it works. All right. Oh,
Somebody DC'd and reconnected for a moment.
okay. All right. I hope this is the right one here.
With sticks and stones we'll break your nose, we'll beat you blind and steal your clothes, but none among us can compare to one wily, swift and stand-up pair. Scarf that's glorious, thief notorious, his deeds are truly meritorious. With a wink and a grin he'll show his cunning, a flash of his scarf he'll take off running. Quick as a bolt is a long scarf trailing, gasping, grasping, you'll end up flailing. You'll pout, you'll moan, you'll huff, you'll sneer, thanks to Agdon Long Scarf Brigade, Prince of Prismeer.
So I had
Oh,
to
yeah.
put it to actual music because I hear,
That
especially with
was
my
amazing.
stuffed up nose, would not be the performance that it deserves. So yeah, you actually I don't even. I'm actually underprepared for this session.
Oh no.
So we can definitely theater of the mind this because excuse me. There are 6 of these Haringons that step forward, and let's see, they step forward, and they catch you here. They seem to have been alerted by that crane taking off, that there was somebody over here, and let's see. What do you do when they show up? You hear them singing. They don't sound particularly friendly, by the way, that song. So what do you do exactly?
Based on those lyrics, I
They
think I'm trying to duck behind a mushroom and hide.
Same.
okay.
Maybe, yeah.
Go ahead and
Agreed.
roll a group stealth check.
No,
Mm,
I would rather not. Can we do something different?
Well,
Oh, yeah, let's do something different.
Two,
You don't
two
want to hide.
minus
Okay.
one. Two minus one is
gang.
1.
31.
Well, I mean, hey, if everyone else rolls really good, they might.
Well, we've already got a 9 and an
No.
8 going on.
We're not.
So I'm gonna say because you at least tried. I mean, you're trying to hide, and it's going poorly.
I'm like
Uh,
8.5
so
feet tall, and I have a
you're
15,
hiding
guys.
behind. You're hiding behind the stalk of a mushroom, and it's like smaller than you are wide. And you're just trying to hide behind it, and oh boy, everybody, you're cool. Good thing.
I'm as elegant
Uh,
at this hiding as I was at breaking that chair.
Can I just
so
see that our rogue nat 1? We are so fucked.
you see
Hey,
one
hey,
of
hey!
the
I'm not a rogue.
you see
Oh,
one
you
of
are not the
these
rogue. Right, he is.
Harrigan.
My bad.
One of these Harringans
Nope.
signals the others to stop singing with a wave of her hand,
I thought one of us was a rogue. My
and
bad.
she calls out to you all who are like dove behind various things that don't hide your bodies at all, and she says, "Oi there! My name's Jebek, and this is a robbery. If you resist, we'll beat you black and blue. Now, you might be in luck because we're not interested in treasure, you see. All you have to do is just touch this knob on this gourd that I got here." And she like pulls out of her vest like this. It looks like a stoppered gourd, and that has like a sling on it, and that one of the sling is attached. There's like this knob on the end of it that's like looks like it's part of like a cork stopper type thing. It says, "All you gotta do is step right up and touch me knob, and offer up one of your memories." Now,
It's
it's
against
going to
the
be the
rules.
best memory you've ever received.
Oh. Hmm.
So, what'll it be, mates?
I want to take a good memory?
Yeah, you're going to give me a memory. You're going to surrender the feeling of delight that you remember from when you were given the best gift you ever received.
Yeah, except I own that memory and you do not.
And she says, "Oh, your majesty, I'm sorry. We didn't realize we had royalty. Well, I'm totally sorry that I'm still going to have to take the best memory you ever had of a gift. That's the new rules."
New
I'll
rules?
take the beating. Thanks.
No, there's only the 3 rules, and these are mine. I own them.
And the Harringans look around. Jebek looks at the other Harringans. It's like, "Oh, did you hear that, mates? They own the memories. It's not a good one or what?" And they're just laughing. They're like, "Oh, good. That's adorable. That's adorable. That is. Oof, you own your memories." Oh, you're talking about the rule of three? You haven't been here in a while, have you? Are you new here? Are you absolutely new here, mates?
No.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Again, Your Highness, I realize that maybe it's been a while for you. Clearly, you have the air of the Feywild royalty of your own right. However, if you've been gone for a while, and this is your first time back here in Prismere, you'd be very interested to learn that the rule of three is more of a guideline than a rule now. It really depends on who's doing the thieving and who's not. And we have mighty good patrons, you might that are backing us and not going to take too much of a dim view of our particular brand of thievery, you say. So, what'll it be? Memories. Here we go. Chop chop.
Stupid.
Who's first? How about
How many are there?
you, Your Highness?
Oh,
Why
it's
don't you lead the way with your... I'm sorry, what?
You can go fluff off.
Well, it's going to be just the memory of the best gift you've ever had. That's all.
Fluff off.
And I think this
Well,
is the point where Koromak is going to, at the very least, reach into a pocket and pull his sling and just start spinning it with a stone in it.
Okay.
If you want to gift us a beating, I'd be glad to gift you one in return.
Okay. So I'm sensing an intimidation group check coming on.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Why don't you all roll me intimidation, please, as a group check?
Because I am doing so with a weapon, may I sub strength for my charisma?
Say that again?
Because I am using a weapon as part of my intimidation, can I use my strength modifier instead of my charisma modifier when intimidating?
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, that makes sense.
I
Okay, which means
guidance
instead
myself.
I am adding 4 instead of adding 0. So here we go. Oh! 22. That's not
22.
the pouch that dice goes in. Oh wait,
I don't have
yes,
Harringans, apparently, so I'm going to give you 6
that
money
is the pouch
rounds.
that this guy's goes in.
Is it 6, right? That's...
The
Hey,
hell is
Will.
going on here?
Yes.
What would be my? I'm struggling with character sheets.
What are you trying to do?
My spell. Is it just the random +2 to my spell attacks, things like that?
Your spell modifier?
I guess so.
Let me go to your... The
Considering
random +2, I'm not sure. You're talking about your +2 modifier is for spells, yes. Yes.
Come on, phone, work with me here.
It would be... It uses, I believe, wisdom. I mean, I can
Yeah,
look at it.
your spell attack modifier comes from your whatever your casting type is, which I believe you're using a custom class,
Yeah.
so I have no idea what
my
it is.
So it'd
primary
be a plus...
ability is wisdom. Yeah.
Yeah, so it
Right.
would be
It would be
wisdom
a, it
plus
would be a +2
proficiency.
to hit. Yes, yes.
Oh, so +4.
Your proficiency is +2,
My wisdom is +2. So it
so
would
it'd
be
be
a
a +4.
+4? Okay, thank you.
Correct.
That's all I needed to know because I
Yep.
don't know this crap. So
It's all good.
Yeah, this is when you deal with character sheets the manual way, like you have to kind of do. It's tricky.
Yes.
I know.
You have to remember
But I
how
figured on the
math
fly.
comes into play.
Okay, so intimidations. We got 18 plus 4. So let me do the math here. Boy, you gotta get these bad rolls out, people. So that's a 22 plus another 22 plus.
Cormac got a
With
22.
Ebony is not the most intimidating. And Cormac got 22. Jeez. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, you guys. So again, kind of illustrate what you're doing again, just for the record here. Cormac's using your strength to club.
Oh
your
yeah, he's got his sling out
wielding
and he's already spinning it, ready to
your sling.
launch a stone at someone's forehead.
Yeah. So you immediately take a defensive and hostile stances. So yes. That averages yes. They lost my boy here. I lost my place. There it is. Yeah, there's like Jebik is like, oh, okay, hold on now. Okay. I didn't realize that y'all were so insistent on keeping those memories. I see how it is. I gotta warn you though. I don't think Agden's gonna take well to this refusal to offer this kind of thing. So, well, we'll just be on our way, and they're gonna like start hopping back into the swamp. The snails coming behind them, and before you know it, they disappear off into the mist.
That's right, you
10 minutes
fluff
and we're
nugget.
already getting mugged.
Flutz Nugget, is that what we just called them?
Fluff nuggets.
Fluff Nugget. The
Lord.
most adorable insult, which is why you had an 8. Oh man. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, you
Lord.
successfully fend them off. You don't have to donate / surrender
A memory.
dear memory. Memory of, which I thought would not go over well with Ebony, because I think the best gift she's ever gotten was yours truly. So, we're back at a position to you know which direction that the what's it called, the balloon went down. That is like right now the only thing that is gives you any particular direction to go in at the moment. Everything else, it's swampy. It's hard to tell what's going on.
And the balloon is in the direction of that spire we saw?
Yes.
Yeah. To give you, I'm bringing you back to the overworld map here of Hither, just so I can give you like a general direction to go in, to head that way. It's about a mile away. So
We're watching out for hag in a tree, right?
Yeah.
sure.
And an alicorn and a frozen
Anything that you've lost and
Zabil.
Zabil.
Dollhouse.
Dollhouse.
One of them lives in a dollhouse.
Ah, yes. I think you would recall that is not this place though. So, let's see. Okay.
To the balloon.
The traveling here it's muddy. It's a waterlogged, earthy peat bog. It's nasty to hike in, but you're able to make fairly reasonable time despite this. It's not slowing you down too much at the moment. What else can we do here? I need somebody to roll me a d8, please.
Got it.
Thank you.
4.
4.
Hope I
Let's
didn't roll a
see.
dragon.
Or a nest of bugs.
So, as you are walking through the muck, after about like a half a mile, you notice that ahead of you, there's like this area that is got these bubbles dotting the surface of the marsh as you're stepping through it. I need everybody to make a survival check for me.
Sure.
Woohoo! Finally, something good. Natural
Must
20 for
survive.
22.
So we have 20 for Dawn, 22.
No. 20
22.
plus 2. Yeah, 22.
You were doing just great.
Because we need that long rest. We haven't slept all night.
I know it's a long time.
Look, Aggie,
it's
you seem distracted ever since you came into the tent at the
okay.
crowning ceremony thing.
It's just. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. I saw this thing with creepy eyes.
You are able, as a group, to successfully navigate around these bubbles in the marsh without popping any of them.
Oh.
So you don't know what happens if you did. Okay. After another short bit of walking here, because it's only a mile away, you arrive uh, at this crumbling stone tower that rises out of the swamp, leaning at such an angle that it threatens to keel over.
Yeah.
Move you over here to. Black brambles surround the base of the tower and cling to the lower half. Hanging from the crenellations on the lower side of the tower's peak is a large woven basket at the end of a tangle of ropes and tattered fabric. The basket dangles 30 feet above the surface of the swamp. The leaning tower is about 50 feet tall and 20 feet in diameter. There is an open door at the bottom on the opposite side of where the basket is hanging. Black bramble covers the ground within 30 feet of the tower, making it difficult terrain. Let's see. So the question is, how do you, as you get closer to this tower, what do you do?
Am I seeing movement in the basket, so to speak?
Give me a perception check.
Give D20. It is hiding at bottom of bag. I believe that is 13? Yes, 13.
13. You peer up at the basket, and you sense some movement in the basket, but you don't see what's in the basket. You just sense that there appears to be somebody or something moving in the basket at this point. And let's just say you're still like maybe a good 50 feet from the actual base or where the brambles start. So you're getting closer,
Mhm.
and it's almost above you at this because the way it's angled, it's almost above you. But you're getting closer and closer to the base of the bramble as you go. So depending on what you do next, I mean, if you approach the base of the tower, I can continue with my descriptions. But is there anything else you'd like to do first?
I think that I would like to shout up toward the basket. Hello, friend. You all right up there? Need a hand?
So as you get, as you shout out like that, uh, uh so what you hear back is you hear this shh, like a shushing noise.
Do you guys think that means no, they don't need help?
Immediately
And
looking around us.
like, you there, you there, in this hushed kind of voice, this posh, I'm in a bit of a bind, as you can observe. I, Sir Talavar, of one of the Summer Queen's loyal servants, ask that you free me. You see, I was in the midst of a daring escape from the vile Bavlorna Lightstraw when our balloon was set upon by an ill wind and sent plummeting to its current unfortunate location. My pilot, the Honorable Wigglewog, did not survive.
Insight.
I've been trapped up here for a while now. Help me. I must
Insight.
tell my queen of the fall of Prismere.
Insight +2.
You have no reason to doubt what he's saying.
What do you mean you've been here for quite some time? We saw you land.
And are you doing this? And how are you communicating? Are you shouting at him? Are you hushed whisper? How do you respond? Volume wise,
In the same manner that he has asked for assistance.
is that yes? I'm sorry. What did you say again? I was so
What do you
focused on that.
mean for quite some time? We saw you land.
It perhaps I'm being dramatic, but it feels like ages since my balloon came to hang upon this tower. And I apologize for shushing you earlier. You see, there are two serpents asleep in the brambles just outside the tower door. If you awaken them, they might put this squeeze on you, or worse, devour me.
Uh-huh.
You cannot see who's talking, by the way. There's somebody. Clearly, it's coming from the basket, but you cannot see this person at all.
think while Dawn is engaged in conversation and sort of semi-distracting this guy, I'm gonna pull my stuffed spider out of my bag and pet it.
Okay.
Love it.
All right. And it becomes a giant spider, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It becomes a real spider. I don't remember if it becomes a giant spider or not, but I
Oh.
get spider climb for an hour.
Oh, right. That's right. It becomes a real spider and it waltzes off. That's right. It goes
Yeah.
off into the whatever. Aggie, if you want to look inside the brambles, go ahead and give me a. Are you looking for the serpents, or are you what are you looking for in particular?
Yeah. As soon as he was shushing us, I was looking around for danger. So when he says there's something in the brambles, I'm looking for where the danger is.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a. I guess it would be
Okay.
a perception check. What's everyone's passive perception, by the way?
My passive
11.
perception is 11. My perception roll was a 17.
Okay. I think
12.
12. Okay, I thought yours might be the best. 14. Okay. So far, nothing crazy to report here. Cormac, what's your passive perception? Paging Cormac.
Gregory, are you down here?
Sorry.
Gregory, is that you? Oh,
No, sorry.
I
The
heard somebody in the
serpents got him.
kitchen.
I fully and completely nothing happened. I was just looking out through my eyes, but was not present in my body. I don't know what the fuck happened. I'm gonna need the last
lights
30
were off,
seconds
but no
again.
one was home.
Passive perception. What
I'm
is
asking
your
everyone.
passive perception?
Yep.
Yes, sorry. I don't know what the hell happened there. Okay, sorry. I gotta remember how to get there. There it is.
On
11.
the left,
It's
right under
not great.
saving throws.
11.
So I'm on mobile right now. I don't have it open
Okay.
on my computer.
So Aggie, you start looking around. You're actively now looking for these things. You can see about 10 feet from the door, or kind of near the other side of the tower, as you kind of look for these things. You can tell that about 10 feet from the door, there are these two giant constrictor snakes that are lying to kind of coil together asleep. Yeah. You have laid eyes on these supposed serpents / snakes, and you know where they are now.
And without saying anything, probably tapping stripes, Jesus Christ,
Oh Lord.
on the arm and pointing out the snakes. And so anyone who is sees movement of my hand pointing out the snakes.
And you probably would have tapped him right as he was petting his spider, and so he'll clock that and be like, "Okie dokie," and then just quickly, quietly, spiders climb up the tower toward the basket to try and see what the fuck we're talking to.
Yeah. You kind of work your way through the bramble slowly, carefully. But yeah, once you hit the wall of the tower, you're off, and you're just scurrying up the side of this tower. It feels pretty good to just climb something without having to worry about handholds. It just works. It's pretty cool. So you get up the tower to the point where you are now kind of above the basket. Because in order to get into the basket, you kind of have to go up the tower, and then you can shimmy down the fabric of the balloon and the rope to get, because it's at an angle, so it's not easy to get into the basket. Unless you want to do like a weird jump. Why would you want to do that? But I say once you get a vantage point, you can see that inside the basket there is you see the corpse of what looks like a anthropomorphic bullfrog that seems to be dead, which must be the Wigglewog that Sir Talavar was referring to. But at the bottom of the basket, there's this silver bird cage. And inside that silver bird cage, you see this violet fairy dragon that's dressed up like a little knight. Sort of. He doesn't have like armor on, but when you see him, you'll know that this is Sir Talavar, because this this is Sir Talavar, baby.
Oh. He's fabulous.
Freaking mustache.
He's amazing.
We're in
So
the
funny.
Feywild now, y'all. Let the whimsy roll. Let's go. So, yeah, you're able to get a good vantage on Sir Talavar in a silver bird cage, alongside a dead bullywog. Yeah. So he kind of looks up and just says, "Oh, you there, my fine friend? Are you the one I was talking to just now?"
No, no, that was Dawn.
Oh, I see. There are more of you. Excellent. Improves the odds of success.
Success for what?
My rescue.
Oh, I'm just gonna like kind of stage whisper down. Am I rescuing this guy? I just wanted to know who we were talking to.
I must be set free so that I can return to my queen and report the news that Zybilna has been overthrown by the Hourglass Coven.
Oh, that
Who's
is
his queen?
why.
The Summer Queen.
What queen?
The Summer Queen.
Do
Does
any
this
of us
Of
have
the
any
Summer
idea
Court.
who the Summer
The Sealy
Queen
Court.
is?
The Summer
Ah,
Queen.
okay.
Queen of the Sealy Court.
Oh.
Do you not know who this is? Do you not know of the Summer Queen? Really?
No.
Do I know of the Southern Queen?
Go ahead and roll me a history check with advantage to see. You more than likely would, but let's just make sure you're not having a bad memory day.
Do I?
Oh,
Cormac, go ahead and roll me a history check with disadvantage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, should
Oh.
I even bother picking up a d20 right now?
12. A 12, you would be familiar with the name Summer Queen. You wouldn't necessarily know much about who this person is, other than the fact that
do I get a general
be-
good or bad vibe with my recollection?
I'd say
Or is
that
that a stretch?
to the it's not necessarily good and evil. That's the wrong axis to compare the Summer Court and the I guess it's the Winter Court / the Unseelie Court. It's the Sealy Court tends to be a bit more orderly, a little bit more honorable, a little bit more pleasant company to hang out around. You know, they have a better brand, you might say.
They throw a good
Mm.
party, is what I'm saying.
I mean, maybe the Unseelie Court throw a good party too, but that's the kind of party where you're not really sure if you're coming back.
They serve tea at the Summer Court. They
Yes,
serve beer at the Winter
beer
Court.
and blood.
Yeah.
Mm. For
You
the
know,
record, queen implies female and royal. Summer implies warm and dry. That's about all I've got.
perfect.
7.
7, yeah. Like, yeah, she's some hoity-toity hot bitch, probably, but
Cool.
maybe that's what it is.
I've heard of her. The
Okay, it's like as you see your companions apparently. Well, one of them knows of her, and the other one clearly doesn't. But I assure you, the Summer Queen is a worthy uh, uh, leader to serve, honorable in all ways. Typically allies with the forces of good in the world, but certainly against she'll want to learn of this news. I don't think she'll be pleased to hear of the fall of
She'll
Zybilna.
want to do something to help Zybilna?
Uh, I don't know about helping Zybilna necessarily. We don't know what's happened to her, but I think I would be willing to help those who are willing to help me as a good faith token of reciprocal. The rule of reciprocal. God, I cannot say the word.
Reciprocity.
Rule of
You got it.
reciprocity. The rule of
Well,
yes. As a
Z,
of
why is
course,
he
if you help me,
hiding up there? Z, why is he hiding up there? Why didn't he just come stick his head out over the side, let us see him?
He's kind of. I'm just gonna reach down, like get myself down into there so that I can get him in the cage, and just kind of hold the cage over the thing.
Oh, you travel in a cage?
not necessarily.
I mean, you have wings. Why do you need a hot air balloon and a cage?
Let's see. Let me find out why. I was trapped in this cage by Bavlorna herself. This is an enchanted, no mere bird cage that could hold Sir Isotalavar. This is an enchanted silver bird cage that inhibits my magic that would otherwise allow me to free myself. I require aid, you might say. And I, in the name of Titania, the Summer Queen, will aid you in any way that I can. I have information that you might find important, perhaps, but I do not know what your mission is, what you're doing here. Perhaps I can be of service.
Okay, so Aggie's keeping an eye out for the stirring serpents. Have they stirred?
I'm assuming that this is, despite my own having to project my own voice, uh, let's
Yeah,
assume
we're
this is
all
happening in
hushed.
hushed
Yeah,
tones are happening here.
hushed
So no,
tones. Great.
the serpents are fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna I'm
Um,
gonna just
does-
start spider climbing back down with the guy in the cage still.
Okay, so you're going
can
to
can't can't you
yes.
just let him out there, Z? Can you just
Uh,
open
He
it up?
said it was magic.
okay.
I don't know. I'm just climbing down with the
I love
cage
it.
because
He's
it's
like,
he
I'm going
said
to take it
something
on
about
faith.
magic.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Yeah. Let's see. So yeah, you climb in. You are able to get the cage. You are able to climb back out. And I think the time. How long does this this spider climb last? I don't know.
Oh, an hour.
An hour. Yeah. So yeah, piece of cake. So yeah, you are able to climb down. It just says, "Oh, thank you, kind sir. You must possess the valor of certainly any equal in the summer court." And as he, does it, he's just heaping praises upon your valor and your gallantry. Oh, you must be a knight of some sort, are you not? For being able to brave the heights of this tower at your own peril, and just you climb down with the cage, and you has it. It just says, uh, well, uh, pleasure to meet your acquaintances on more level terms. My name is Sir Talavar, and who do I have the pleasure of talking with in front of me? Don't all talk at once. It's okay.
Oh, sorry. You could call me Don.
Dawn. Ah, yes, I recognize your voice. I appreciate your gallant rescue for calling out. Since I could not see you, I did not know you were there until you reached out to me.
Benny.
Ebony. Very charmed to meet you, Your Highness. I did not realize I was in the presence of other royalty.
Maybe
I'm
that's
so
twice now somebody said that.
I'm so pleased to make your acquaintance, Your Highness.
It's a pleasure to meet yours. I know, Don. I don't know what's going on.
I no. Do you know what's going on?
I do I know what's going on? Do I? Because I've just been
uh,
kind of assuming it's from the carnival, but now I'm second guessing it.
do you want to roll an insight check on that?
Sure, +2.
Yes, you are fairly certain this has everything to do with the fact that you were crowned the Witchlight Monarch. And even though you don't have the crown on you, apparently the label sticks with you.
Oh,
Wonder if it has something to do with the Witchlight Carnival and do I know that it's a charm of the monarch?
Yeah, I mean, you know that there's like a quality that has stuck to you. I don't know if you would
The,
necessarily know it
and the
as a
magic that
charm,
happened
but
when I was crowned.
you know that you possess
oh,
there is a magical battery of which you have 3 charges in the tank for. You kind of know that intuitively that you have like this ability to call on this magical uh enchantment on
royalness.
you. Yes.
Oh
So,
yeah. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
so as I was saying, um, prior to my unfortunate landing here on this tilted tower, as it were, um, I had been tasked as an emissary of Titania, the Summer Queen, to travel to persuade Zybilna to ally with the Sealy Court against our enemies, but who are the our long-standing enemies, the Fomorians. But as soon as I discovered that Prismere had been seized by the hags of this hourglass coven, I was trapped by this Bavlorna. Uh, there was a bullywog by the name of Wigglewog that was sympathetic to my plight and stole my cage and fled with me in one of Bavlorna's balloons. But a vicious air elemental attacked our balloon and sent us careening into that tower. Unfortunately, poor Wigglewog died in the crash.
Well, what do we do to get you out of that cage?
Well, I suspect that it's going to require a specific key, and there is one person who lives in this land that has a penchant for keys of very special natures. There's a goblin by the name of Jingle Jangle that has such keys in this land. She lives atop a place known as Telmy Hill. It's not too far from the slanted towers, my understanding. I did my research before I came to this land to make sure I understood the peoples and their ways and their locations of note. And the name Jingle Jangle came up as sort of a key monger of sorts, you might say, a collector of keys. I am certain that this Jingle Jangle has such a key that will free me from my imprisonment. Unless one of you happen to have the right skills, perhaps. I know not specifically what enchantment adorns this cage, but perhaps one of you possesses some manner of magic or to free me. I don't believe a simple lockpick will do the trick, unfortunately.
I mean, I can detect whether there's magic involved, but I can't dispel it.
You can, if you want to detect it, you certainly can, but it's up to you.
But detecting it
Same.
isn't going to do us any good. You already
Probably
know
not.
it's there, and
Okay.
I don't have any way to dispel it, even if I did detect it.
So, um, but yes, what do I mind? I met you. I don't know if I've actually got all your names yet. I think we stopped at Ebony because we started talking about your highness, and then we went over all the whole thing. But I'm
Oh, yeah,
sorry,
we got
you
all
Yes.
you
confused. Sorry.
yes, my
Cormac gently
rescuer from
bows his head,
the
and Cormac.
oh yes, good sir, tall sir, yes, strong, tall sir. Pleasure to
Mm,
make your acquaintance. And the person who rescued me from my basket, the orange fellow,
That's the
Yeah, you can call me Z.
Z. Z. Nice to meet you, Z. Thank you for your efforts to at least get my cage down. And I believe that last but not least, I believe you young lady with the
one
horns
who's been
Aggie
shooing
is
us away from the
and the what?
serpents.
Aggie has been
Yes.
like very quietly like trying to shoo everybody away from the serpents. Aggie, come on, let's just go.
Okay, very well. Well, if I'm not mistaken, Talmy Hill might lie east of here. It is a tricky place that might not remain there is very long. But yes, more about this place. Uh, uh, you might want to know. Uh, but first, I've told you about my quest. I would love to hear about what brings you to this foul corner of Prismere.
Looking for Zabilna.
Now that he's down and amongst us, what's the insight check on him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I have +1.
+1. Yeah, I mean, you're pretty sure he's being very forthright with you.
okay.
Yeah, there are no lies detected. Um, that's how you spell it. Tell me, Hilla. But yes. So I'm sorry. I just maybe I heard maybe something was in my ear. But did I hear that you are also looking for Zabilna?
I think so. Isn't that what we're doing, ladies? Gentlemen?
Why are we here again? Why did we go through this
Yes.
one-way
Right,
portal
That
to
yeah.
a
is
totally different
that
plane of
is the
existence?
purpose of our
We're
trip.
trying to,
Something about Zabilna.
Zabilna.
and also we
Oh,
need to
you.
find some stuff that was stolen from us.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Yes. Well, okay. But
okay.
in essence,
So,
this whole thing started because somebody sent Cormac and Ebony to the Witchlight
which
Carnival
you
to find
learned
out
was
what's going on with Zabilna.
yes, which you'll remember it was Eliwick Tumblestrom was ultimately the one behind all that.
Yeah.
So yes.
But we're
Oh,
we're trying to
see.
figure out what's up with Zabilna too.
I see. And okay, excellent. And you have lost some things, which I suspect those hags have possession of. They seem to collect things. That's their. They are rotten thieves themselves. Well, in this neck of the woods, you might say, if you pardon the expression, you would find Bovlorna Blightstraw. She lives in this spooky cottage on stilts at the heart of Downfall. Downfall is a bullywug settlement. It's a bit of a silly place. They're quite courteous and welcoming, provided one does not offend them, of course. Peculiar people they are, but I shouldn't speak ill because one is responsible for my at least my soon to be freedom, hopefully. But Bavlorna, yes, you should know that she has the ability to conjure minions that look like little versions of herself, like this well, rather green-skinned, froggy-looking person, spectacles and all.
Big pale eyes.
Yes, have you seen her before?
Yeah, I looking at everybody else. Yeah, I saw one right before the crowning of the monarch.
The crowning of the monarch. Well, she doesn't leave Prismy. Oh, you must have run into one of her minions, her lordlings. They look like little versions of herself.
Great.
Which you would recall that the thing that was looking at you was definitely smaller than a normal sized human. So lordlings, yes, I believe that is how you spell it. I believe. Yes, yes. So that's something. If you ever see one of them, you'll know that Bavlorna's behind those. You're not actually seeing Bavlorna. You're seeing one of her minions, who will no doubt report back to her in due time that whatever they've witnessed. You probably know that Bavlorna has two sisters. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Ellen and Scabatha.
Scabatha. She absolutely loathes them. But together they do form the Hourglass Coven. They used an artifact that is called Igwil's Cauldron to freeze her in time. Freeze Zabilna in time. That's much I gleaned from Bavlorna before I was trapped. It is the reason why she trapped me. She did not want certain details to make it out. But yes, they used a cauldron to freeze Zabilna in time. Last known whereabouts was she was in the palace, the palace of what do they call it? The palace of Heart's Desire, which is Zabilna's you know, place of residence. Uh, but yes, they trapped Zabilna inside this cauldron, and supposedly that cauldron resides in the palace.
Mm.
Yes, yes. And then yeah, you already know about Jingle Jangle. So yes, once I have my freedom, I will be able to return back to my queen and report this news. For whatever that may do for our cause, it is something very important that she understands the development. For who knows what
Mm.
that means.
Any chance you can direct us to an alicorn?
Unfortunately, I have not seen any alicorns of late. Why do you need such a beast?
I'm honestly, I don't know. It just was suggested that maybe it would be helpful to have one.
Well, they are
Specifically in
majestic
relation to
creatures.
freeing Zabilna.
Well, their magic is quite powerful. I could see that being a way of undoing whatever curse has been bestowed upon Zabilna. So it could be that the horn will be the key to uh, freeing her eventually once you are able to make your way there. But unfortunately, an alicorn, well, being what they are, they get around. No telling where they might show up.
Hmm.
So you'll just have to keep your eyes peeled, unfortunately. But I have not seen one as of late.
Well, darn. East then?
Yes, if you don't have the ability to fix my situation, I suggest we be off to Telemy Hill. Yes. It
Maggie
should
would give
be.
the cage the old college try with a crowbar, but I'm assuming that doesn't work.
Yeah, you could work at it. The bars don't even bend. They're
Yeah.
pretty rock solid. It's like, oh, I appreciate the attempt to try. It will save some time if you're able to get me out of here. But sweet.
Is
Excuse me.
this is this bullywug place a decent place to bed down for the night, as long as you said don't offend these people?
Oh, perhaps if you yes, there is probably a place there you could stay, but that is far to the north. You were best if you were looking for a place to stay. Sometimes things have a way of working out. There is a place here that travels around and always shows up when travelers need uh, rest when they need it most. But one can never predict where it will be.
I guess we'll keep our eyes peeled for some place that travels here.
Yes,
Like, am I
yes.
looking for a floating inn?
Let's see. I'm trying to find a description. Uh, it's referred to as the inn at the end of the road. And yes, it's rather off-putting when you might see it. At least the stories of it. I have not stayed at it yet myself. But the inn at the end of the road is the only inn here and hither, and it crawls through the swamp on these fleshy legs. It's rather off-putting, but it walks at a slow pace, but constant almost. So keep an eye out for the rumbling sound of an inn sloshing through the muck.
Okay.
But yeah, but every what else could I tell you about this? I do believe it. I do believe that about every mile or so, it stops for about 10 minutes and lowers itself so that guests can enter or exit without risking injury, because it stands about, well, it could stand quite a bit out of the water normally. Uh, it can stand in water up to 10 feet deep, apparently.
Okay.
But yes, but it has to lower itself to let people off. And it's always moving, with the exception of those brief stops. It is unpredictable, however.
Guess we keep our eyes open, ears open, and head east.
Indeed. Let's head east. I think
And
at
then
this point, though,
let's,
I'm probably.
yeah, let's end for tonight because my head is
Mhm.
pounding.
People were
Yeah.
fading.
Yep, and we're getting to the very hairy edge of where I've read up to in terms of certain events. Because I wasn't sure if we would get that far past coming to Prismere. So,
Yay!
yes, you've leveled up, everybody,
We leveled up!
but you need to
Huzzah!
rest.
And we have a
I
pet dragon in
and
a
I can
cage.
A pet
reckless.
Love a
dragon.
friend.
A violet pet dragon with a mustache
Too
and
funny.
a little sword. He's got a little sword. Okay, everybody.
All right, I will stop the recording there, and we'll pick up in a
Alright.
few
I think
weeks.
it's funny that I split Aggie's deck to her Knight of Wands, and there's a knight on horseback trying to stab at a serpent.
And my little book thing came to a pretty good spot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
good
love
night,
our
YouTube.
props, man. Our props are great.